Hi, welcome to Nomis Academy. In this video, I will be teaching you explicit function under calculus. What do I mean by function being explicit? In explicit function, one variable is defined completely in terms of the other. This means that the independent variable x is written explicitly in terms of the dependent variable y. If you haven't watched our previous video on the introduction to calculus, please do so that you can get inclined. The general formula for this is, let's say y is an is a dependent variable to be equal to the function of an independent variable x. So this is what we say, this is explicitly a function of this. So this is how it is written. Let's take some example so that you get to understand the concept of explicit function from solving a problem. Let's take example number one. Example number one says differentiate the function y, which is equals to 6x cubed. 6x is to the power of 3. Now, how do we differentiate explicit function? I will start by giving you the introduction of simple differentiation. What do I call it now? Simple differentiation. Yes, thank you for repeating after me. So, simple differentiation. There is how you should differentiate simply and you don't have a problem. And it follows this way. Y equal to a x is to the power of n. So if you have a function like this, the y dx is equal to this n to multiply a x when that n is subtracted by 1. That is, 1 is subtracted from it. So this is the general formula, or let's say the simple formula for differentiation. So we can simply differentiate a function using this formula. Let's apply this formula to the example given to us. So this example says y this example says y equals to 6x cubed. So we can tell that the y, the x, is equal to, now this 3, just study this formula, meaning that this n is used to multiply the entire part of this independent variables. You can see it. This x is our independent variable, so it tells the value of dependent variable. This one depends on the value of this. So now that we have this, n is used to multiply the entirety of this. So definitely 3 here will be used to multiply the entirety of this. So 3 multiplied by 6x, y, the same 3 is subtracted by 1. So 1 is subtracted from 3. The y dx. So this dy dx, you want to ask, how did we get dy dx? D dx is the change we are talking about. D dx is the change that have happened as y is a function of 6x cubed. It is the function of x in the other parts of the equation. So dy dx, that is the change that have occurred with y and x, is now equal to 3 times 6, we have 18, then x, 3 minus 1, that's 2. So the change that has occurred between the variable y and variable x says 18x squared. I hope you understand this simple method. Just get this simple formula in your memory and use it to solve problem. Let's take another example that looks like this to solve similar problem. Example number 2. So example 2 says differentiate y equal to 2x raised to the power of 4 all over 3.